With visual effects, you can add things to your film that don't exist or would be too dangerous or too expensive to do for real. However, a little bit of on-set lighting can go a long way towards selling the realism of a visual effect. Here's an example. Without a real source light, this digital explosion effect looks flat and doesn't blend with the scene very well. Sure, you could add a digital glow around the fire in an attempt to recreate the lighting in post, but capturing all the reflection and shadow detail would be difficult, time-consuming, and not look as good. Here's the same shot, but with a real light source augmenting the digital explosion. To do this, we're using Pavo tubes because they have full RGB color and dimming control, and they can run on battery, which makes them easy to wave through the air to achieve a realistic explosion effect. Here's a more complex setup. For this shot, not only did we add a light to resemble the lightning, but we also added fog and wind to help sell the effect. Without any of that, it would have looked like this. Once again, you could add light digitally, but the result isn't as good as adding the real thing on set. Once again, for the blue light, we're using an RGB Pavo tube and shaking it to resemble the flickering lightning. I couldn't talk about lighting for visual effects without mentioning green screen. Now, while the compositing isn't the same as the explosion or the lightning effect, you still need to add light on set to make your subject composite in a more realistic way. Without the proper lighting, the subject won't match the background, and the effect will look fake. To fix this, we need to analyze the background image and recreate that lighting on our subject. As we can see here, this image has a lot of different colors going on in the background. We've got some blues on the left-hand side and some yellow and red on the right. We can recreate these on our subject by adding blue and red backlights in corresponding positions to where they are in the image. Now for our front lighting, it's a little more difficult because we can't see what's behind the camera. That is, what would actually be shining on our subject if they were standing in this location. But that's okay, because the viewer won't be able to see that either. For our key light, I'm going to use a warm light to match the yellow in the background and maintain natural skin tones. The compositing now looks much better, with practical light to help our subject blend into the scene. That wraps it up for this video. All of the gear shown here is available to rent here at Victory Studios in Seattle. If you'd like to learn more, check out our website at victorystudios.com for more information.